Well, it's certainly been interesting to hear our Prime Minister, Mr. Anthony Albanese, over the past couple of days, warning Elon Musk and complaining about the potential of foreign interference in Australian election campaigns. But perhaps Mr. Albanese has a short memory, because I can remember during the Voice referendum that Mr. Albanese was recruiting foreign celebrities and getting them to campaign on his side. Remember the famous photographs and interview of himself here with the American basketballer, Shark O'Neal? Shark coming into as foreign interference in the Australian referendum. Of course, that's on Mr. Albanese's side, so that's okay.
One of the things that we have been doing is trying to mobilise support for the Voice to Parliament by talking with sporting figures. We know that Mr. O'Neal does a lot of work in the United States. And here he is.
O'Neal.
Hey,
How are you?
how you going? Good to see
Hello,
you.
Australia. Nice to see you.
Hello.
ma'am. How are you?
Oh, well, thank you.
Nice to see you. I'm here in your country. Whatever you need from me, you just let me know.
Fantastic.
Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys. Congratulations to you guys. And everyone knows Shaq loves Australia. All right?
Awesome.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Thanks, mate. Have a good time.
Yes, ma'am. All right. I need that government clearance, too.
That'll be done. We want to build the broadest possible support.
He wasn't the only one. We had other celebrities like Aquaman and also MC Hammer, foreigners in there, if you want to call it foreign interference, that Mr. Albanese made no complaint about whatsoever. Of course, then when it comes to foreign interference, there's Mr. Bill Gates and his influence over Mr. Albanese and the Australian Labor Party. What promises has Mr. Albanese made there to Mr. Gates? And let's never forget the influence, the foreign influence of the Chinese Communist Party over the Labor Party here in Australia over a number of years, with an unlimited number of scandals, with hundreds of thousands of dollars and cash turning up in Aldi's shopping bags, which ICAC here found that New South Wales members of Parliament had engaged in corrupt conduct by taking money that was clearly associated with the Chinese Communist Party. That is true foreign interference in Australian election campaigns. And then let's not forget the last election campaign, when Facebook was shutting down the accounts of political candidates such as myself and elected members of Parliament. During the last Parliament, I had one of the most highly followed political pages in Australia. The ABC even did this segment on it, spending, untold number of taxpayers' dollars trying to do some analytical studies of my Facebook page. Well, I tried to post this video from the insiders, ABC insiders, but it kept up coming with a copyright strike against it on YouTube. So I'll just put up the stills and read out what they said here. This is from the Insiders program. I've had a look at all the Facebook activity of all our federal politicians. We are talking more than 60,000 posts between July and January. Craig Kelly is the most prolific Facebook poster in Parliament. It's a bit hard to measure exactly how many people are looking at Craig Kelly's Facebook posts, but what we can measure is the size of the conversation on them. And again, Craig Kelly is at the top of the list. About 12% of all interactions of all federal politicians, and that's around 120 odd, Facebook pages are a Craig Kelly post. That's likes, comments, and shares. In fact, Craig Kelly is generating more conversations on his page than even the Prime Minister on average. Now, imagine if that was Mr. Albanese's page and Elon Musk decided that he was going to censor that page and shut down Mr. Albanese's right to free speech and right to post. Well, that is exactly what happened to myself. That is real foreign interference in the Australian political scene. And then, of course, what happened? Mr. Zuckerberg over there and Facebook decided that my Facebook page should be shut down, should be censored, obliterated altogether for alleged misinformation, which I see Mr. Zuckerberg has now admitted was correct. It was just a campaign to shut down my account, censor everything that I was saying from a foreign corporation, Facebook, that prevented me from having a Facebook account in that last federal election. And of course, the Labor Party cheered all this on. They thought it was wonderful that we had this foreign interference, that Mr. Zuckerberg and Facebook were censoring Australian political candidates and Australian members of Parliament that were criticising the Labor Party. That was all okay back then. And here we are, heading into 2025, and we've got Mr. Albanese talking about complaining potential foreign interference. Clearly, there's two standards. One, foreign interference is okay when it comes from the left side of politics. You can bring in foreign celebrities. You can have foreign companies censor Australian conservative politicians. But when it's the other way, it's political interference. Mr. Albanese, a very short memory is perhaps the most polite thing we can say about him.